Happy Tuesday. I am so glad that you're here. So the last couple of weeks that we've been talking about some pretty heavy topics and heavy things having to do with relationships. Well, not today. Today we're still talking about relationships, but it's on a much more positive level. So I went to a community breakfast months ago, and I have to explain to you, or I have to share with you what happened while we were there. First and foremost, the first time that I went to this community breakfast, I um I was part of a table that had bought tickets. So all I had to do was talk to the person that I knew, and they did all of the logistic part. I just had to show up, pay my money, and they gave me my ticket. The second time that I decided to go, so this past time, I didn't belong to a table this time. I just was going as a general admission, and I was bringing a friend with me, and I didn't know how the process worked. So I ended up emailing the committee and saying, okay, what am I supposed to do? Like, do we have an assigned table? Do we have like general tables? Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. So could you give me a little bit of help? The emails that we exchanged back and forth were so friendly and so encouraging and just so lighthearted and excited that it got me even more excited for this event. Well, by the time, so I kind of felt like I knew the person, even though I really didn't know the person because I'd never met them before. So come the day of the event, our high schooler went with us because it was actually, he was invited first. And then I'm like, well, I want to come too. So I ended up bringing a friend and we sat separately. But anyway, so we all came to the event together and we get to the part where we have to give our tickets. And this lady out of the blue comes over to my son first and she goes, "Oh, I am so glad that you're here." And she gives him the biggest hug. And I'm like, oh my gosh, does he know her? Well, then she turns and looks at me and she goes, "Oh, you came too. I'm so glad that you're here too." And she acted like she knew us. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, do I know her? She doesn't look familiar. I don't think I know her. I just don't know. Well, anyway, lo and behold, we didn't know each other. Like we were complete strangers. But I will tell you what, that greeting that she gave us at the beginning of the prayer breakfast filled me to overflowing, so that as we are walking down, and there were like probably 120 tables, there was like a gazillion tables, so each table held like 10 people, so we're talking a lot of people in this big arena. And I was filled to overflowing, and I found myself going, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. Hi, how are you? Isn't it a great day? Aren't you glad that we can be here?" Like, I'm talking to complete strangers. And if you know me, sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. So it's not like I never talk to a complete stranger. But I was just filled with all of this joy. And I was reflecting on that afterwards. And I thought, you know what, God, you are so amazing. What if we treated everybody this way? What if we treated everybody like that long lost friend that we only get to see once or twice a year, and we're so excited that we get to be with them? What if we treated the people at the store, our cashiers, or the waitress who's serving us, or people at church? Like, I can't tell you how many times I have been and visited new churches and you feel like an inconvenience. That is so wrong. Instead, we should be welcoming not just the new people to our church, but we should be treating each and every person, those people that we see every week that maybe don't have the close friendships that other people have. We should be going up to them and saying, "Oh, I am so glad that you're here. How was your week this week? What did you do? Anything new?" Get to know them, whatever. Relationships are so important. And God is all about relationships. Jesus Christ, when he walked on this earth, was all about relationships. We need to have that same example. We need to give that example, because you know what? Sometimes this world is a dark and discouraging place. Sometimes it just feels sad and it feels hard. And if you could just lighten somebody's day or brighten somebody's day just simply by saying, "Oh, I am so glad that you're here." Or if you don't want to be that extreme, you could just be like, "Hey, my name's Sherry. What's your name? It's glad to see you. You come here often?" Whatever. We're not picking somebody up, but you know what I'm saying. Just being friendly, getting to know somebody, investing in their lives, whether it's a complete stranger that you're investing in for 5 minutes, or whether it's somebody at church that you ask the Holy Spirit. Say, Holy Spirit, who is it that you want me to invest in their life at church? Like, you don't want to be superficial and you don't want to be false about it. And you don't want to go around to every single person and be known as that person who really doesn't care, but they're asking you anyway. Nobody's saying that. I'm saying genuine, authentic caring about other people. And it just makes such a difference when we are known, when we are seen, and when we are heard by the love of the Holy Spirit and the love of Jesus Christ. It changes us. And if it changes us, think of what it would do for those around you. If everybody did that for one or two people, think of what the world would look like. And so that's just the encouragement that I want to give today. It's a little bit shorter, but I just want to encourage people that when you have the power to change somebody's day, you have the power to help change somebody's life, simply by showing the love of Jesus. And that's what this lady did. And I don't know her from Adam, but I'll tell you what, I sure wish to be her friend now. Like, I want to be her friend, not just somebody that she sees once a year at this prayer breakfast, but I want to be somebody who she pours into, because I can pretty much guarantee you that whoever is in her life is very blessed, because she is genuine and she is bubbly, and the love of Jesus just pours out of her. It was a wonderful experience, and it's one that I want to pass on and in turn pay forward to other people in my life as well. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you would subscribe, please do so. And if you think this video would encourage a friend, share it with them as well. The links for things are down below. Please come check out the Jesus in the Everyday Mentorship, as well as my website and other things like the podcast. And in addition to all of that, have a great rest of your day, a wonderful week, and I will be back here with you next Tuesday.